Ben Nevis is the highest point in the entire British Isles, reaching out at 4,411 feet above sea level. Its cold, windswept and often foggy lands are home to animals such as deer, foxes, badgers, elusive red squirrels, as well as pine martens and otters. These scour the grounds, while above them predatory birds like buzzards and golden eagles go on the lookout for prey. Nevis is a popular tourist destination for hikers and campers alike. As such, there is an annual event where up to 600 people may compete in a hill running race which can trace its roots back as far as 1895. But there is a darker side to the story, for the isolated waters of nearby Loch not only house the former communities of Kinloch and Cree Gwynich below its depths, but allegedly harbour something far more exotic and sinister as well. Something with an active interest in divers. In 1933 a hydroelectric power scheme was started. Its aim was to provide energy for the production of aluminium in nearby Fort William. The combined waters of the rivers Traig and Speen, as well as the floodwaters of River Spey, would be harnessed and channeled. Although details are sadly minimal, in 1933 an engineer in charge of this scheme claims that several divers who were hired reported aquatic beasts around the Lagan Dam area shortly before asking to be relocated or quitting their job altogether. Accounts from the divers themselves were published in the Aberdeen Weekly Journal on October the 19th, 1933, and again in the 25th of October 1933 edition of the Scotsman newspaper. However, records of the former are completely lost, and the digital archives of the latter require a paid subscription to view. Interestingly, in Gaelic, Loch is known as the Loch of Death, perhaps in reference to the ravenous water horses of antiquity that are believed to dwell within. These water horses of the Loch were said to be the fiercest in all the world, and were vicious enough to tear anyone who strayed too close into 1,000 pieces, so it's just as well that these divers requested leave.